Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Patty G Show. We are cooking up some flavors and conversation with Trent and JP from Our Mom's Restaurant and Bar. And let me tell you what, it's a good time. We got great conversation here in the opening story, the fun and exciting transition of rebranding overnight, and all of the things that make JP him. Great things coming this way in this episode, brought to you by our wonderful partners in the community, Lakeman's Health Center, Falaya Real Estate, Cortex, and PB&J Productions. It hasn't been a perfect system. There's been flaws, as with every system. But you just got to be patient and work through it.
Yeah. Take one hurdle at a time.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's how do we get downtown or Baton Rouge as a whole better? It's like a little bit at a time. You know, we just take a nibble off the elephant each and every day. We can't,
that elephant.
You know, we can't solve every problem in one day.
That's why I have that saying, done is better than perfect, because I'm a very, it has to be perfect kind of guy, but it makes me not move. Like I don't take action fast enough because it's not perfect. It's not this, right? Like I got this problem. So now done is better than perfect. So it gets me out of that mindset of like, I just do it. So action leads, you know, to motivation, basically. Like motivation comes from action.
Perfection is like the biggest thing that will create a sense of being paralyzed in your endeavors, because you're not going to be able to move if you've got to perfect the product, got to get it just right, got to get it dialed in.
What are people going to think if it sucks? And you're like, dude, everything sucks when you put it out. But you learn, you make it better.
Yeah. You take it just a little bit at a time, you make it better and better. You know,
I enjoy that process. But
make the move in micro tune.
Yeah.
Make the move in micro tune.
I just made that up.
Well, that's a Trent.
That was great.
He operates that way a
That's
lot.
how I
Though.
operate.
He really does. It's like, and I'll be like, dude, it's not perfect. Like we got to do this.
Just
Like,
take a step
just put it
forward
out.
And
just put it out. Who cares? And it's like, I care. And then like you put it out and no one cares.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, you were right.
I'm like, blame it on me. I don't care.
Usually when he says blame it on me,
Trent
it's
did
fine.
that.
Yeah. Normally when he says that, I'm like, all right, cool. I can do it now. I don't know. I have not a fear, but I don't like letting people down. So I always feel like if it's not perfect, I'm letting somebody down, but then no one cares. No one notices. And you're like, was it just me? Was I'm the one, like I'm the roadblock?
Yeah.
You know?
You often find that you get too bogged down in a little detail that only you care about. And then when only you care about and you focus on that main detail and then you put it out there and you're just like, you look at it and you're like, that's not exactly how I wanted it to be. And everybody else is like, this is great.
This is awesome.
This is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And you're like, really? I had like a week of sleepless nights and so many
Yeah.
hours winning that one little thing. You know, it's like knife sharpening, right? You want to get it just right.
So I'm a 12 degree on each side kind of guy. So if it's not, I know it's not. And then like, I'll just give it to people like, that's the sharpest knife I've ever used. And I was like, oh, dude, you know, it's like 13 on one side and like 11 on the other. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, he's like, dude, you got to try your knife. Feel how sharp it is. Like before I go hunting, he'll like sharpen all my knives. And I'm like, I never need it to be this sharp.
It's dangerous in my hands when it's that
like,
sharp.
It is.
I was like,
It
are
is
you
very
trying to kill
dangerous.
me?
Like,
It is
I've had an incident where I was like going tree climbing and I was going bow hunting with a tree stand and I was going climb up and like the little anchor latch that would clip on the back wasn't sticking out far enough. So I had to like cut down a piece of the pipe. And the only thing I had was like my skinning knife. And I went to go do and it skins, by the way. I went to go cut it and just like straight down my flesh. I'm just like, all right.
Oh, nice. All right. We can't hunt today. I got to wrap this up. We got to go back.
I'm like, well, I'm not hunting today. I'm like, let me just, you ever like walk like with a crippled hand? Like I can't
hold it
do
above your
anything?
heart. You're like,
Yeah.
isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
The deer were probably laughing. He's like, this guy came in here. I'm like, he is bleeding.
They're probably like
He's bleeding now. Yeah, so I don't need my knife at 212 degrees, right?
Yeah.
But say, like the paper doesn't know. It's gonna
No,
cut,
it doesn't.
You know?
It
It's
doesn't.
like-
Yeah. It really doesn't. But I'm a big nerd when it comes to that. But I also know that there's different grinds for different, like if you're cutting rope, you don't want it to be like a mirror finish on each side. You're just going to be cutting forever. It doesn't cut. So you want a toothy edge, you know, so it has some kind of sawing action. So it depends on the application.
So I have to ask, were you a Cutco salesman in the past life?
No, I was not. I was not. But
You should be.
But I would have learned a lot more, right? Like I had to learn this on my own.
I just sat through one of those presentations. Pretty impressive. Still impresses me.
Didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an hour. It was a friend of yours.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You need to put up some hidden cameras and have somebody come and give you a presentation. And then you'd be like, oh,
Oh,
Describe this. Yeah, describe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I see your burr pattern?
Your leather wheel, is that one of the things?
I do. I have a leather stropping wheel. Yep. And then I have like
A leather what?
stropping wheel. So there's like a leather
Stropping.
strop that you use. I mean, you finish it off, take the burrs off, and I have a leather wheel that spins that also does the same thing. So, oh, dude, it's awesome. I've like CBN wheels. I have diamond wheels. I've got like all types of freaking wheels.
How did you get into this?
I really wanted a sharp knife. I got into EDCs first.
Some people just buy a
Yeah.
knife sharpener and call it a day.
I'm not that person at all. If I get into something, I'm getting
that
into
person.
it all the way. He
Yeah.
is that person. He'll just be like, dude, give me a pull-through sharpener. I'm like, dude, that's not enough. So I
You
remember
need a leather
one day,
wheel and a whole workshop.
Yeah. Yes, actually, it is in a whole workshop. So I was telling Trent one day, I was like, I want to be the kind of guy that carries a knife everywhere that I go. And from that day on, I was the kind of guy that carried a knife everywhere that I went. And then I got really nerdy into knives, and then I got nerdy into steel, and then I got really nerdy into sharpening. And then once I mastered all of that, I don't care anymore. It's very strange that once I figure everything out, like 100%, I'm like, all right, then on to the next hobby, on to the next thing for me to learn.
Canoeing. No.
Well, I'm afraid of water, so
All
that's
right,
why I
so
scuba
we
dive.
got the wait. What?
I do things that I'm afraid of. I always do, but it takes me a while before I take the action to do it. And with YouTube, it's so easy because you're immersed in like all of these experiences before you actually do it. But then most people just watch YouTube videos and assume that they're an expert. I take that and then I start to apply. And then that's the fun for me, is like learning it and then doing it, making the mistakes, getting better, and then teaching people along the way. So, yeah. The podcast hasn't even started yet, has it?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're rolling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Wow. Nice. All right. So
goodness.
we've been okay.
All righty.
I didn't realize that. Okay. I'm cool. All
Were you
right.
expecting a hard intro or something?
Did not know. Didn't know. So I just thought we were just shooting the bull, but I'm cool with this.
Yeah,
I
we'll
thought
be
we were-
right back.
Yeah.
Yeah. On our next segment.
Yeah. This is how we podcast.
This is how we do it for sure.
So wait, so you scuba dive with a fear of water?
Yes. I love hobbies that have costumes. like that's how I got into jiu-jitsu.
I love
scuba
what?
diving. Dude, it's a costume, isn't it? Right? Hunting.
Oh, Scuba JP over there.
Yeah. So anything that has a costume, I'm pretty much into it. But here's the strange thing. I don't dress up for Halloween. I know.
God, now that I think about all your hobbies.
I
it's
know.
very-
They're all costumes.
He wears his leather vest when he sharpens knives.
I was about to ask.
It's an
what's-
apron.
What's
It's an
the
apron.
outfit?
It's
Yeah.
an apron.
Okay.
It's a,
But that's just like an accessory. That's not a costume. Like I feel like a costume is a multi-piece set.
It is. You're right.
So do you have like? I mean, obviously you're gonna have gloves, glasses, the leather apron.
I'm not that safe when I do this. So yeah, no, I'm already wearing spectacles. So like no real eye protection for me.
He typically buys the best gear too. So like when
Buy
he
your
got
best
really big
tool
into
first.
hunting,
Buy your best tool first.
Exactly.
that's right. So he'll have like the best hunting gear. I'm like, dude, I've been hunting forever. I've never even seen this before. Where did this come from?
He's got like all the Sitka
Yeah.
gear and everything.
Exactly.
He does. 100%.
Yep. And I haven't killed that many things. So,
But you look like
but
you
I look
should have.
awesome.
You look
Wow.
like you
When he
killed
walks
all
into
the things.
academy, they're like, that guy hunts. That guy right there, he hunts.
When I'm at the camp and we take those pictures together, bro, you're like, that guy kills things.
No. That guy hunts. I think that was more of an accurate description. There's hunting and then there's killing, right? There's two different things, right? There's fishing and there's catching. You look the part doesn't necessarily mean you're successful.
I was telling Trent last week, I was like, I want to get into fishing. Yeah. I think that's the next thing I want to get into.
Deep sea, inshore, freshwater, saltwater,
I know. See, now you're jazzing me up.
kayaking, motor powered.
What do you think?
Now he's not going to show up to work for a week because he's going to be YouTubing.
I will. And then you're going to find him to buy a boat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, I feel like if you started going down the rabbit hole of kayak fishing, you wouldn't see him for a month.
Yeah.
And you would come back with all the things for your kayak. I'll give you a guy's number. He'll just outfit it for you.
you go to Backpacker or something?
No. Like his whole thing is custom kayaks.
Oh.
Like from the ground up.
Dude, I love a good custom anything.
course.
Yeah. Yeah, of course you do. Oh, we got into like river tables. Like, you
Wait,
know, like
what?
the woodworking with the river table. Oh, it's been we've
Wait, yeah, you do woodworking too?
I used to until I mastered it.
yeah.
How can you master woodworking?
It's just math.
What?
It's just math.
I never went to go do a woodworking project with a calculator. Like,
That
what
might
do
have
you
been
mean?
your that might have been your
may have
problem.
mastered the drawing, but like the actual carving and the woodwork.
Well,
How is that
I
math?
haven't done wood turning yet, but I do have the
So what's your
tools.
woodworking?
Like
Just
river
table
tables?
saws, making furniture really. So I got really into making furniture.
Did you make like all the furniture in your house?
his house? And my house too. Yes. I forgot. I have like a 12-foot table. Yes.
My
sturdy.
island. We did my island.
Oh, and the island.
and
Yeah.
my yeah. It's pretty sick.
Where did we buy like the cypress for that? We bought an entire cypress
When we were
tree,
doing
yeah.
the stuff at the restaurant, we were redoing the restaurant in Hammond. This guy that got all the wood for us, he had this old like sinker cypress log. This thing was like just filled with like barnacles and all this stuff on there. He was like, "Hey guys, like
worms.
this guy owes me some money," and like he basically gave me this log. And
The currency was free.
he was like, "I'll cut it up for you guys, however you want to slab it, if y'all want to like pay off the thing." I was like, "JP, we got to do this." It was like absolutely beautiful. He cut through the middle of it. It was like the most beautiful piece of wood. It had like
Tight
blues in there from like the
yeah.
mud from being submerged. It was like had all these little holes in it. I'll have to show you a picture after this. It's a pretty cool table.
Black and gold or something? Was that what you called it?
And then like I think what's it called? Like a notebook or matched table. So basically once you cut it and open all the veins on both sides, and then there's epoxy that runs through clear
It's
epoxy.
mirrored.
So it's mirrored. So like the table, like both logs on both sides are mirrored. It's pretty cool.
See, I feel like you would be one of those guys that makes like the hidden compartment type of furniture.
I do.
Where it's like,
I did.
here's my
did.
key. It's a
Yeah.
magnetic, and you turn the
You're-
knob.
I
and
know him
it
that.
opens it
I
up.
know
It
him that.
expands.
I used to what? Yeah.
It's like
Well, I
assault
still
rifle
have one.
comes out of it.
Yes. So well, now that I have kids, none of my guns are in any of those things. But I have like
They're all hidden in the house in
yeah.
different wooden pieces of furniture.
I wish my wife would kill me. So if you push into it, it like pops out, dude. Like you would never know. Like the front face of this like coffee table is like a hidden drawer.
I feel like
love stuff.
that would be what you would build.
Oh, 100%.
Like you would like walk. I have like a retina scanner. Like look at it. And be
Oh,
like,
how
you
cool
know,
would that be?
Alexa
Oh,
intruder.
dude,
Everything
yeah.
just, like opens up.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool. All right, I got to get back into woodworking.
Great.
So how many lives? I'm sorry, we're like this is just you're an onion here, and we've got to peel it before we actually get to the diced onions at
There's
the
a
restaurant.
lot of layers.
There's
So like
many.
your shop, how many lives has it been through of turning over hobbies, or do you just like build a new shop? Because you can't. What you do is not
You have to
small
store
hobbies.
stuff.
Like what you do is not small.
On my table saws and compound miter saws and planers, dude, all of it's at my mom's house right now, like in her garage. She's not using it for anything, right? So
But once he's done with it, he's pretty much.
I'm pretty much
I mean,
done
he
with
obviously still remembers it all, but like he got in like gardening, like doing all sorts of craziness with that.
Trees
and,
and
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But then like once, like you said, once he pretty much mastered, he's like,
I'm out.
I'm done with this.
I just want to learn things.
That was
man.
fun,
Yeah.
but I'm done with it now.
So now that, if I do a podcast or something, someone asks me about, roots and trees and like what nutrients I need to make things grow, I'm like, dude, I got you. You know what I mean? So I let all of my plants die recently.
Wait, you let them like intentionally, or you just
because I didn't care about them anymore. There was a point where like my
the
entire
things you've nurtured to life, you just said,
Yeah.
live and let die.
I propagated a lot,
Man.
like I was using like vermiculite and like perlite and like just like cloning things. And then I got into aquaponics, or hydroponics. Yeah.
Now it's vitamins.
Now it's
Right now?
vitamins. I'm into supplements right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like making, yeah.
Wait, like you make your own supplements now?
I make my own combination of supplements. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just like a straight up chemist. Just is it through
This
trial
month,
and error?
yes.
This month.
This month.
Yeah.
Is it through trial and error, or is there some
100%.
research
Like
back?
N equals 1 experiments, like A/B testing things. Like I'm all
His
about
kids
this.
are the guinea pigs.
No, you're my guinea pig.
More like it.
Little did you know.
Yeah, he's like, here you go. I'm like,
He was like, is it gonna kill me?
Go.
Like, no. He was like, all right. And then I'll have to ask.
Like it's all like real stuff. Like this is nothing like
all
made
natural.
in a lab.
Yeah, it's not like methylene blue or something.
No.
So.
And you like follow up with him like a notepad and pen. You're like, hey, so how you feeling this week?
I ask questions right after. It's like, so 30 minutes I'll ask a question. In an hour I'll ask a question. And then as it goes, I'll be like, how do you feel now? And then he'll be like, I actually feel pretty good. I'm like, I knew it was going to work.
So he had one. I couldn't go to sleep.
Just
I hope this is not like I was like,
I had to tweak his formula.
I was like, dude, it's great for like getting stuff done during the day, but man, I can't shut it down. Yeah. I was like, this is getting out of control.
He forgot the
He was like, all right, no worries. The next day I come back and he's like, has a bunch of bags that all have PM on them. He's like, all right, you're gonna take this in the afternoon now. I'm like, I'm taking like 30 pills. I'm like,
how good do you feel?
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, and it's all like natural. Like it's like calcium,
like
magnesium.
yeah,
I mean, it's like
B vitamins, C's.
Yeah. So then it like makes me dive into it. I did like a DNA test of like the deficiencies my body has and all. So now he's gonna plug that into my my vitamin stack, and then I'm gonna keep on rocking.
We talk about how risk averse I am. He had to do the genetic testing first before I did it. So I just ordered mine after he did his. Because he told me to do it when he did. I was like, dude, I'm gonna wait. Like,
that's why I'm giving you these supplements, taking notes, and then refining my formula for me.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna.
I can sleep now.
Yeah. When you take the PM pills.
Yeah. You gotta have the magnesium. You got
Oh goodness gracious!
I know. I wonder what I'm gonna get into next.
We never really get to vocalize any of this, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, this is just out of control.
Is it? It's only out of control when you have like to talk about all of it at the same. No, it's out of control. You're right.
So, really but at least do you get like hyper focused on one at a time, or are you like spread out across 6 or 7?
One at a time for hobbies, because you also still have the work side of things. So I can't get too crazy out of control. But it's with the work that we do, it's a lot of people stuff, right? So it's changing every single day, and that takes a lot of your energy. And I had to devote probably most of my energy to work. Well, probably the same amount to work, same amount to family, and then probably the rest I have to do for things that I consider for myself to make me happy. So working out in the morning, it's a non-negotiable for me. I wake up at 4:30 just to get my workouts in, because if I don't, my brain doesn't work as well. And then once again, I think like if you do one hard thing, it makes you do more hard things. So today I just finished a 40-hour fast, because the last Monday I did a 38. And it's not the fasting that I like. Like, I mean, I love to eat. So the fasting probably helps on a caloric deficit type of manner. But more importantly, it makes my brain sharper. And it also makes my motivation sharper, because while I'm doing something hard, I want to do more hard things. So it's just a way to hack productivity for me.
And that's a big thing we talk about at work a lot with like even the staff of it, of like, if you're not happy outside of work, you're not going to be happy inside of work. So like, that's like a big interview thing of like, what do you do today? This person that doesn't have like any hobbies or do anything. It's like, I don't want to hear in an interview that like, all I do is just work.
I love to work.
It's like, that's not practical, So like the fact, he's a living thing of it, of just like, if you're not happy outside of work, then it's like it's hard to be happy inside of work.
So do you slide over like one of your books if they say they have no hobbies and be like, give woodworking a try?
You're now a woodworking assistant.
I will
come and be my apprentice.
Yeah. I'll share Audible books with people, and for some of them they really do pick it up and they'll read it, and then we can talk about it. Like Trent jokes that I have a book club. It's not a book club. It's just whoever wants to read the same things I'm reading. Right now I'm reading like the No Asshole Rule. Just because it'll help with just finding the asshole, basically,
So you have a book club?
No, because it's just me, really. So is that really?
But you say there's other people that read what you read.
But
that's like the definition of a book club.
I can really only think of one. Tamara. Every so often she'll read a book, but it's only been like 1 or 2. So. And no one else really wants it. They'll just be like, just tell me about it. So then I get to tell you about it. But the more I get to vocalize what I'm doing, the easier it is for me to commit it to my memory and to kind of figure things out, make it my own.
So you have the easiest book club to be a member of, because you'll just tell everybody what the book's about.
Yeah.
So you still have a book club.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I just need a name for it now. Y'all want to help me come up with a name? Yeah.
Man,
The
the story of JP.
I know. I feel like I'm hijacking this podcast right now.
Hey, this is great.
I mean, you hijack his health and well-being over there by giving him supplements. So
Yeah, I'm probably already programmed to say whatever he wants me to say. Anyways. You know, the pills
he's been giving you micro doses of like just medication where all your loyalty is to him.
Right.
You didn't take the red pill today, did you?
So how did y'all get connected? How did this happen?
So you want me to go?
You go.
So it started like way back in the Gap. I worked at a bar called Shady's. You might be familiar with.
Familiar.
And he was a DJ, like we were kind of talking earlier about his musical career. The name of it was Bologna and Cheese. I just always have to throw that out there. That was his DJ name. Bologna and Cheese. It was two dudes. Bologna and Cheese was the name of the DJ.
Not sure which one I was.
I was about to say we'll get to the definition behind that name. We'll come back.
We're gonna come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah. So he was the DJ and I was a bartender over there. And my manager is his best friend. Okay, Sean. So JP and Sean were gonna open a restaurant together, and I was already looking. And when I was in college to open a bar, I was going to do something in like Ruston or something like that. That kind of fell apart. It just like didn't work of everything that we kind of had planned for it. And then JP and Sean's thing, Sean's brother or cousin is in the restaurant stuff. And his parents were like, listen, if we're going to like kind of get started with all this, I'd prefer you kind of do it with somebody that's already done it. No offense, JP.
Zero experience.
Yeah, zero experience.
Yeah. No
so
offense,
Sean
JP.
was like, well, here we go. He was like, look, Trent, why don't you get with JP and y'all talk about this? And like, he wants to open a restaurant. You want to open a bar. Like, why don't y'all kind of like get together? So then I remember like I drove over to his house and I knew him through, but it was through the nightlife of things. So
it was like, hey, I need 4 Jaeger bombs.
I need 4 Jaeger bombs.
And he come up and he like, do I really have to take this with you? I'm like, yes, you do.
Yeah. It was like, you know, it was all through that stuff, you know? So we weren't like really hanging out outside of work a whole lot. So I'd go over to his house and I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about restaurants at all. He shows me the spreadsheet and I'm like, has like, all I remember is like the price of eggs or something on it. And I'm like,
I actually gave you a full business plan.
yeah, but
that he consolidated down to eggs.
Yeah, right. And I was like,
that's all he
listen,
remembers.
Yeah. I'm like, he didn't forget the eggs. So this guy must know. He must know
Not even
what's
a
going
breakfast
on.
place.
Yeah. So I was like, let's do this. So he was like, all right. So him and I went down to Hammond. And I think that day we looked at this building and we were like, let's just put a deposit on the lease. And so I came home and my mom was in like the produce business. My grandfather was. So she had known the whole restaurant game for years and years, obviously through that. And I was like, listen, I think I'm going to open a restaurant. She was like, absolutely not. She was like, I have seen that. That is the hardest business. Don't do it.
Wait, this was after you just put a deposit on the lease.
After I put the lease.
Got it. Okay.
And I was like, I was in college, so I probably didn't have my head on straight. So, I mean, she had a rightful reason to say that. And I was like, well, it's a little bit late. I'm at least going to have to do this for a year at this point, you know? So that's literally how it started. We kind of went from there and it was, I mean, to show how little we knew, we went to go apply for a liquor license. So we get there, they're like, everything you read, you know, is everything. Like, you got to start your liquor license first because that takes the longest. And then like, you can get all your stuff situated, you know? So we went in there and we like filled out the application, signed all our stuff, handed it to the lady. And she's like, okay, well, like, what's the name? And we're like, wait, they just told us we have to fill this liquor application out now to get started. Like, we don't have a name.
Said no unforeseen investment. LLC. I was like, boom.
Yeah.
What?
She looked at us like we were stupid.
We were like,
wait. What was the LLC name?
No unforeseen, our last names.
Yeah.
Okay.
No unforeseen.
So we're like, we don't have a name for the business. We have the LLC name, but like that can't be the name of the restaurant. That nobody's going to come there. She was like, we can't fill this out. You can't finish the application. You're going to have to wait back in line if you don't like come up with a name. We're like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I was like, what should we do? We're like, man, we need something that like fits the nightlife, but also fits like the restaurant side of things. So we were just like, I don't know, like, your mom's? It was like, yeah, that'll work. Cool, go with that. So I was like, all right, your mom's. She was like, your mom's restaurant? We're like, yeah, your mom's restaurant. She's like, okay, all righty. Thank you. We will start processing your application. We like walked out of there. We're like, we're a bunch of idiots.
I thought we could change it.
Yeah.
You thought you could change it.
We do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where my
Like,
micro tuning
this is
thing.
a placeholder. This
Yeah.
is just a placeholder.
That's where my micro tuning thing didn't really
Yeah.
work. It was like, no, it's done. That's it. It was that was it. So it was your mom's restaurant and bar.
From there, man, we had to scribble down a menu because they asked us for a menu. And like, we don't need a menu.
that was
We're going to
another
be a
thing.
bar. And they're like, no, dude, they don't give out bar licenses in Hammond. You have to be a restaurant. Not only do you have to be a restaurant, you have to be 60% food, 40% alcohol instead of like 50-50. And just scribble down a bunch of stuff that I thought I could do really well, you know, like things that kind of went with the bar, you know, burgers and like red beans and rice, you know, stuff that my mom like cooked from like Betty Crocker.
Half of it we don't even sell now.
True. True. So we started doing smash burgers before smash burgers were hot.
Okay.
And then our customers said, these are terrible. Like we want big fat patties. So we went to big fat patties, you know. We do like to listen to the customer a lot. So we asked today, you know, like, what do you like to see? Like, what do you like about this? What would you change? So we do get a lot of feedback from people. Some, you know, what
like
goes on the menu.
Literally right in the beginning, like, as you know, we didn't have much experience. And so he kind of worked in the back and I was kind of like the front. Like there wasn't really that many
We were the
employees.
only two employees.
Like, yeah, we were like it.
Wait, so you were cooking food?
I was cooking.
He was back there cooking.
He was working the
and
front
I was
counter.
working the front.
Bologna and cheese was making
Bologna.
Oh
and
yeah,
cheese.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
slapping sandwiches
I mean,
together, right? Yeah.
I didn't have any food name, like nickname. So I was like,
Right.
obviously you
Yeah,
got to be the
I
cook.
have to.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got to be
yeah,
the
it's
cook.
gonna
I was
be
like,
me.
yeah, I get it. So we're like sitting back there one day and like it's starting to pick up a little bit, but like it was just a little trickle operation.
Mm-hmm.
At this right when we kind of opened. So we're like coming through and then all of a sudden like I'm like ringing the tickets in back to him. I'm like, another person just walked in, just kind of letting you know, man. He's like, all right. And I'm like, and 5 more just walked in and like finally I'm like, oh boy, this is about to get out of control. So like the line
How big's that pot of beans?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So and we were counter service. So it wasn't even like because
Okay, so it was at least counter service. at
it
the
was
time.
counter service
Okay.
because we didn't really, you know, so they were just like stacking up. So now it's like out the door. Okay. And JP's in the back and I'm just like standing there and I'm like frozen like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, this is not going to be good at all.
You want a
Like,
burger or a bowl of beans?
like this has got disaster written all over it. Like failure. This is where it happens.
I'm running
So
out there.
then thank
Bring-
God thank goodness, our food rep, who obviously had only been our food rep for a month, comes out of it and she's like, hey, I'm like, not good. Not good at all. She was like, do you want me to help? I'm like, yes. She was like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, anything you want to do. So she's like running around refilling drinks, like
Oh, yeah.
doing like, I mean, so now there's 3
Running
of us.
food.
We
There's
just
3 of you.
Yeah.
All right.
we just went up 50% on our manpower right there. So we were like, this is great. And man, we like worked through that whole thing. I mean, people were obviously like, you know, we were just kind of like at this point, it was, I don't even care if you pay, just here you go. Y'all can have everything. You want the cooler, you can have that. Like
Just
anything and
Don't be mad
everything.
at us. Yeah.
You need a chair for your house? There's one right there. Take it. You know, like we just don't want to let you down. So that's
Yeah.
basically like how that was like one of our first like crazy rushes.
Core
and we were just
memories
like,
of
oh man,
restaurant
this is-
business. Yeah.
Yeah, and after we were just like, I don't think we should open tomorrow.
So it was like a one rush day.
It was
And
like
you were
when
like,
it started, and I mean
okay.
every day after that, then we were like, okay, we gotta like
Hire
we
people.
gotta get some
Yeah.
like this is not gonna work.
We can't do it by
Yeah.
ourselves. Like we didn't think we were going to be that busy. you
Yeah.
know?
Because it really didn't start like that. At first, it was like, you know, just kind of, and then it like,
Your moms would come in.
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
100%.
Our family. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mom worked like with their,
Mm-hmm. She did our books
My
for a
wife,
while.
like, would,
Yeah.
yeah. This is before she was my wife, but
Mhm.
yeah, it was definitely a family ordeal for a while. And then we slowly started to,
Figure
hire
things
some people.
out. Yeah.
so
Done is better than perfect, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
And you
This
were-
just keeps coming.
That was
back.
2011.
And you were doing the thing.
We were doing.
We were doing that.
It
thing.
took, dude, like it takes him to like really, like, we're doing this, and you're like, okay, like we're doing this. We'll figure it out as we go, you know. I'm really good at figuring things out, but I'm really bad at be like, hey, should we wait? You know, like he's like, no, we're doing this. I'm like, all right, we're doing this. Let's figure it out. So.
Welcome to the brand new Falaya mobile app. We took all the same tech that's helped hundreds of people sell their homes themselves and packed it into an easy-to-use app for your phone. When you download the Falaya mobile app on either the Apple or Android App Store, you'll immediately be able to see the power of this game-changing tool. From the seller's dashboard, you can navigate to all the information that you need. We intentionally separated everything into key groups, such as tasks to be completed, buyer leads for your listing, and contact information for everyone involved through closing. When you get an offer on your property, you can simply review and respond all within the app. No matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to monitor everything that's going on with your property from listed to sold. It's truly the power of Falaya in the palm of your hand. Download the app and see for yourself. Falaya, it's real estate reimagined.
From our menu to the amount of burgers that we have now, like all of it came from just almost necessity. I don't know.
He's still like the food guy. So the way it kind of works is I or someone will have a good idea on something, like a type of thing, and then I'm like, pitch it to him. I'm like, hey, we should do something like this. And then he goes back there in the lab and then he makes it. And I'm like, he brings it and I'm like,
this sucks. I don't like it.
I'm like, dude, I'm pretty blunt. And I'm like, this is absolutely garbage.
No sugarcoating.
Yeah.
And
he's like, what do you have critique? I was like, I don't really know what to tell you.
Give me some feedback.
Other than start over.
Yeah, make it better.
Yeah, exactly. He has said that. He's like, I don't know, make it better. I'm like,
it just needs to be better than what it is. That's it. And then it will just tweak and tweak and tweak. And then the next thing, because I mean, we make like all of our dressings in house. Mm-hmm. We have our own seasoning, that they use at the locations. So I mean, a lot of our stuff is all like homemade also.
Our batters.
So batters and all that kind of stuff. So it did take a long time of tweaking. And we still tweak. We still constantly
We're
tweak.
still doing it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's the fun.
But we've got we've been in partners for 15, 16 years. We argue, but we don't really.
I call it yelling a lot. Like we yell at each other, but we've never truly like had a fight. Like there's no, like we say, you stupid, like we'll raise our voice. We'll be very passionate about it. And I don't mean yelling in the term of like we're mad at each other, because at the end of the day, how I describe it to people is we're all moving in the same direction. Sometimes we weave in and out of each other's paths, but we're always heading toward the same destination, right? Like we want to be successful. We want to put out the best product. We want to make people happy. So that keeps us aligned in a lot of things, but you can tell we're very different people.
Very different people.
But opposites, some would say.
We're
and
very...
The questionnaire is proof of that. We're giving some opposite answers there.
No, we're definitely different people for sure.
I say, he doesn't say this, but I say two sides to the same coin, right? My personality is completely opposite from his personality, but my personality needs his personality. And I feel like his needs mine as well to run this business in particular, right? If he was like an attorney or something, he probably wouldn't need my side of the thing. But for a hospitality-driven kind of business, it helps that I love talking to people, and it helps that he's very like numbers-driven, like he'll look at a number and be like, this is what we need to do. And I'll be like, this is who we need to bring in, so it always ends up working. But it has to be on based on respect. If it's not respect, then it's never going to work. Yeah. So even like calling me stupid or calling my recipes crappy or whatever, like at the end of the day, I know where I stand with him. So it's always about being better.
It's just honesty.
Yeah,
that's all I call it.
It is honesty.
Yeah,
because that's
he wouldn't make bad food. He wouldn't have to.
Yeah,
I mean, don't make me have to say that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Sometimes he's like, I'm like, I do know.
Yeah. Do you ever like get it and like just smell it and be like, do you want a chance to bring this back? And try again before I take. Is this your first attempt?
Yeah. Are you sure?
He's not always right about this.
I'm not.
We make our own barbecue sauce, and the very first time I gave it to him, I was like, "This is garbage." 2 weeks later, I gave him the exact same thing. He's like, "This is awesome." I was like, "It's on the menu."
It marinated longer.
Yeah,
it marinated longer.
It marinated.
Okay.
It tasted like McDonald's barbecue sauce.
Wasn't that awesome though?
When I was a kid,
dude, it's still awesome, but it doesn't taste as artificial as McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's all the supplements you put in there.
dude, you don't want to know, right?
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Man.
So how you've got the name change now
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
Our Moms. So I'm guessing the liquor license expired and you had to renew it. I mean,
So
So to speak.
we rebranded all in like we got into the bar business. The Our Moms the Your Moms in Hammond used to kind of operate two businesses under one roof.
okay.
So during the day it was a full-on restaurant
Families.
and then families and all that, and then it kind of like turned into
Tigerland.
like kind of barish at night. He is correct.
The DJ came back.
The DJ
I
came.
DJ'd every
He
Thursday and
DJ'd.
Saturday
Why not Friday?
because it was slow.
It's because you didn't DJ.
That is true. That is true.
You know
I
how
would
much
do,
money
like,
we missed
socials
out
and
now that he
stuff.
said that?
I know.
Uh, that was brilliant.
Just here.
I
you
know.
Oh,
Yeah. Where were you when I needed
Gosh.
you? Yeah.
So we had the Your Moms in Baton Rouge also.
Yeah.
So there was Your Moms.
Right.
The Your Moms in Hammond had it all under one roof. The Your Moms in Baton Rouge, we owned the house in Tigerland also. Okay. So it was its sister location. So we were still doing the same
The bar,
thing,
yeah.
but we were just
So
doing.
y'all had the house at the time.
Yes.
Okay.
And long story short, we kind of, as we got married, that was a big thing of it. And
Y'all got married
yes,
Together.
together.
Yeah.
we should pretty much.
Yeah.
So when we ended up getting married to our wives,
Don't call me that.
that's why I'm making Keith's hair long. It kind of shifted things, and then we were getting out of the bar game, so we were going to stop doing it in Hammond, and then we sold the house in Tigerland, which I think you had Jeff on.
I did.
Jeff, did you have Casey
Yeah.
too, or just Jeff?
Just Jeff.
Yeah. Great guys.
Right after they did the reno.
Oh, okay,
nice.
yeah. So we sold to them on that whole thing, and they took over doing that. So we kind of got out of that, and then we were going to do the same thing in
Yeah, you sold a
Hammond.
bar to a 20-year-old.
Yeah, it's still going, baby.
It's still going
going,
strong,
baby.
I
man.
know he couldn't even sample his own products legally though.
I think Casey's older.
Casey's older.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't
Casey
know how-
was
That was their,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Jeff was like, yeah, it was weird. I was buying beer before I could buy beer.
which was pretty much I was 20 when we had the.
21, I think.
Or, I mean,
he
I just turned 21 for
just
the rest
turned
when we started the
21.
thing.
Yeah.
So we were getting out of the whole thing. So we rebranded the whole business. And it was probably the best accomplishment we've had in the restaurant game, because literally
Overnight.
both locations overnight, they closed as Your Moms and they both reopened. Sign was changed on both locations.
I remember seeing the one in Baton Rouge change.
Yeah. Sign was changed. All the logo drinkware, all the menus, all the uniforms, the servers, all their uniforms, every like decoration in the facility, everything on both locations overnight it opened as Our Moms. And it was just like, and it actually went pretty smooth.
We told no one.
Yeah, we told no one. And then you wouldn't believe how many people actually like got frustrated about
They
that.
were mad at
We
us.
would have like people calling, we're never going to eat there. I can't believe you changed the name. Sending us emails, and we're like, I didn't even know y'all knew we existed. Like, y'all, you care about this. Okay. I'm flattered.
And you're like, we dropped the Y.
Yes.
Mhm. Probably Trent's. Oh yeah, dude, genius move on his part. Because like, what are we gonna name ourselves? And he was like, we just dropped the Y, call it Our Moms.
Yeah.
You know.
And we still have Your Moms, the sign, Your Moms in the Hammond location. And it's a
The big
neon sign.
neon.
And we just took the Y. It's not glowing. So the Our Moms is glowing just as like, just like a little, from the old building kind of like little thing we had, like we wanted to keep. So it is pretty cool because it's still in it. But the
How
Your Mom
wide is
sign
that?
is still there from 2011.
It was like it's a wide outdoor sign. Like the building sign is in our upstairs patio, not patio, our balcony upstairs area in Hammond. I was like, that's the most brilliant thing I ever heard. Just disconnect the Y. I was like,
Yeah.
I love things like that, like clever little things.
So that is the story of.
So
I
why
guess-
did y'all drop the Y?
Rebranding almost.
we were kind of like
we stopped doing the college bar.
the
thing.
college bar thing was like or the late night part of it was still a restaurant for PR matters. it was just kind of like it'll live on with its thing of like always like I used to go to your mom's. I mean, because it was like wild, you know, it was like a college bar. So we kind of just like we wanted to like cut the rope there, and like that chapter of it is this, and then like now we're gonna move forward as our moms, and even. You know, it was the bars are problematic, you know, in themselves, you know, thing. But even like
bars run smoothly and
never, no problem,
no problems with bars.
Yeah,
because we were at that point, we had bought a building in Hammond and we were remodeled a new building, and we were opening that new location at that same time.
Yeah,
so like that new location was opening as our mom's while the other one. So when the mayor of the town in Hammond found out, he was like, y'all are going back to that side of the road. Like, man, y'all are going to cause problems. And I was like, listen, we're not doing the bar late night stuff anymore. Because it is on a U.S. highway. He was very, very right. It's on a U.S. highway.
People you upset through this rebrand, by the way.
We ruffle some feathers unintentionally.
Yeah.
Thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Lake Men's Health Center with Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group. Guys, I know it's tough to get out and go to the doctor. I know it's challenging to find time in our busy days, but I promise you, signing up to be a part of this group with Dr. Curtis Chastain and Dr. Tyler Boudreau, you won't regret it for several reasons, but most of those being the fact of the time it saves, where you're able to get in on the same day, get that appointment done, and spend that time you need to talk with them about what your health goals and concerns are, as well as ensuring that the financial investments you have, you will be able to live out and see those come to fruition. So if you're an investing guy, you know all about and planning for the future and investing in the future. There's no other more important thing to invest in than your health. Make sure you go check them out, Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group Men's Health Center, and tell them Patty G sent you.
But
so he was upset U.S. Highway.
Well, I was like, listen, I'm not, and he had been in the bar business, and he was like, and the bar was big, you know, for the area, and he was like, you're an idiot, you know, like if you're not like why would you have it here, and you're like gonna just cut that out of it, you know. The business side of him kind of was like, there's no way you're doing that. Doesn't make any sense. Like, you've got a great brand of that. Why would you? And we were like, dude, we're done. Like,
yeah,
we are.
Up, yeah.
It's over. Like, we sold the bar in Baton Rouge. We're done with the thing here. And he's like, I don't believe you. So then he like came in the next day, and he was like, so how late are y'all staying up? I was like, 10 o'clock. I was like, this place is done at 10. He's like, I can't wrap my head around this. I was like, I'm telling you,
it all became a staple.
Yeah, it
of
came
the community.
Yeah, it was like it came. So it was good though. I'm glad we did it.
Me too.
And then we just focused. I mean, the restaurant was honestly constantly going. Our game plan was always, as with us being younger, was like, listen, we know the bar can kind of help out with things until we can micro tune, get our operation going right. That would give us basically two businesses running with the same expenses. So we were like, this is great. Like, we can kind of do this. And our goal was always to go straight restaurant. And that was just the time for it. We ended up just doing
forever.
It. Yeah.
You know, like you can,
you know, and now here we are. They both close at 9 o'clock Monday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday
weekends.
Stay on the weekend. So
we can sleep after 11:30 now. Like,
yeah,
you couldn't sleep before. Like, it doesn't matter if you were in the building or not. Like, at 4 o'clock in the morning, managers would call, and then you were in the building at 4 o'clock, or they would call at 4. So either way, you weren't sleeping. And then we'd wake up at 8, do the restaurant. I think Hammond's
it was
won, best burger 13 years in a row. We're consistently top 5 in Baton Rouge. We just took the gold for 225 Advocate this year.
Best burger.
This year. Yeah. So we want to put out a good product, but we also want to have fun. But you start to get older, and this is how I look at it. I look at it as it wasn't fair to do this to our wives, because they signed up for this. They knew the business that we were in. They knew the late nights. They knew the early mornings. They knew the whole thing. But
Are you in trouble at home? Is that why you said that?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
To make her now, she's like, okay, I'm not mad at him now.
Well, she's built up resentment over the years for sure.
Well, the funny thing is,
if he hasn't been in trouble with his hobbies, I don't think the restaurant's gonna be the thing that tips it over the edge.
Bro, she's so understanding.
She is the most understanding person
I can't get
ever.
in trouble, basically, right? Like, Well, I'd say
We'll cut that out.
Yeah. Edit that.
Edit that out.
Well,
Cue
I
that
always
up.
look at it because we used to argue because she would say things like, like what's going on? Like, what are you thinking about? And I just come home with a bunch of stress, and I'm the type of person that processes internally. So I can't tell you because I don't know yet. Right. I just know there's a problem. I need to fix it. And like, it could go a million ways. It could go sideways, whatever. And we used to fight about it. I was like, it's not you, like, 'cause I got to just figure this out. Yeah, I did say that. And then as you say, you're like, dude, I'm an idiot. Like, come on, who says that? But then now
break up.
No, we've never.
It's not you, it's me. That's the line.
Yeah.
That's the line.
The funny thing is, she said that, like, we were listening to a podcast or something. And then she was like, somebody said something, you should at least break up with somebody at least once just so you know how they act. And I was like, we've never broken up. And she was like, yeah, we kind of did. I was like, what do you mean we broke up? This was like when she was trying to marry me. And I was like, I'm not ready to get married. So she moved out. I don't remember any of this really. And then I was like, dude, did I party? Did I go wild? She's like, no, you're the absolute same. I was like, damn it. I missed my chance. But that's how they say to gauge a relationship, like once you break up, what does that person do?
And then he started sharpening knives,
And
which
now I
probably
sharpen
should have
knives.
worried her. Like, now he's taking his anger out.
Yeah.
Sharpening
Now if
these
I go there,
weapons.
he's got very sharp knives.
Yeah. That hobby didn't happen until after we got married and stuff. But she comes up with ways to figure out how to make me happy without saying those words, because we're not those types of people. Like, I'm going to make you happy today, honey. Like random things. Like last week, she's like, I'm going to start waking up at 4:30 with you, and I'm going to work out with you because I think we should spend more time together. And I was like, dude, what's up? Like, and she was like, I'm going to hate this. And I was like, only for a week. You know what I mean? And then you'll get used to it. So we've been going pretty strong. We still don't talk that much in the morning because she's still trying to wake up. But
Y'all are there together.
we're there together. Yeah.
In mind and body. Y'all are there.
We're sweating it out, dude, So, but yeah, I
You're
say that
something else.
about the wives is like, it was kind of unfair to do it to them. But we've always had forethought, like even being like as fathers before we were even married or had kids, on the way to Hammond, we'd have conversations like, what kind of dad do you want to be? Like we're going to be dads one day. Like what are we going to do? So we plan a lot together, and it's not always hypotheticals, but it's, you talk things through enough. So when the event actually happens, you already have a game plan.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to think about what I'm going to do when I become a father. I just say, this is what I'm going to do because I've already figured it out. So he helps me a lot with that, and, just figuring things out, talking things through. Some things have not happened yet. I can't think of one thing yet, but, you remember those conversations when we were riding?
Well, it's funny you say that because I actually have a text message that I screenshotted and put in our drive. You've never found it, but on the Google Drive of actually like, it's probably 8 years ago, like something you had texted me about that, but I'll remove it now so you don't go hunting.
Well, now I got to see this.
Can we pull it up? Can we put it up? Let's put it up on the screen here, please?
Yeah, Jay.
Let's
I
pull
don't
it-
even know
let's
if
pull it
I
up.
can find it, but yeah, it's something about the family and stuff, and I'll send it to you one day so you can see it.
We'll put it.
Yeah.
We'll like display it here.
Yeah. I need it right here. We do have
Actually, he sent it to me earlier.
Yeah. We blew it up.
We put it out. Blew it out.
Yes.
How
yeah.
wicked would that be?
I think that would be
I
the
should have
coolest
planned
thing,
better.
yeah.
I should have
Yeah.
planned better.
That would have been so cool. But yeah, I say that we're weird, like, because do normal people do these things? I don't know.
Well, he's
No.
podcast a bunch of people, so he's probably like, these
Yeah,
guys
is that
are
weird?
off their
Yeah.
rocker.
Is what part weird? You like I've unloaded a whole lot on us in this chair. Like, at what part?
What minute of this podcast?
I embrace the weirdness, because if you're
You've-
not weird, life is pretty uninteresting, Never a dull moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just glad about you saying that you and your wife now are working out together, so I don't have to hear all the workout things every morning of how you learned how to do a new squat for the 450. I'm like, there's no way there can be that many ways to squat. I'm like,
Yes.
dude, just go in there and lift till you can't lift anymore. That's
Bro.
all you have to do and it'll work.
Okay. I don't know how that works for you, because it causes injuries and stuff for me. So I have to feel what I'm doing, like completely. But then I have to tweak hand positions, and I think it's called bulldog or something. I just
It's like,
figured,
how do you
whatever.
hold the dumbbells? I'm like, dude,
He's just like, I just pick them up and put them down. Like, I was like, and then I do
Is there
it until
more
I
than
can't
one
do
way
it.
to hold a dumbbell?
Dude,
I'm telling you, that's what he has you
like,
thinking,
it's,
like-
it's angles, like it's like so like you have to stack your joints, right? So like whenever you're doing them,
Stack your joints.
you know, like when you're doing
How do you
like,
fold in cheese?
Yeah, he'll
So
make you think about stuff you never thought about. I'm like,
I will overthink
stacking
things.
joints. I'm like,
That's
I
how
can
you
work out to
produce the most
relax.
force, you know?
You're like writing a journal. I was like, I'm impressed.
and I still can't get swole. Like, what is wrong with me?
No, yeah, he's come a long way. I can blow that picture up too and send it to you too.
Oh, dude.
What he
Oh,
used
that
to
one's
look
back
like.
here.
Oh, yeah.
You would not even
Wait,
recognize
before and after.
him. You would not even recognize
I
him.
was 100 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
So I had to learn keto diet. So the reason why I had to learn how to diet is once again for my kids, because I figured if they're going to carry my same genes, that means they have the potential to be super fat one day. And I don't mind if they get super fat, but I want them to be able to have the knowledge to take it off. So I'm pretty good at like putting it on. I'm pretty decent at taking it off. It just takes discipline. But
He's a sweets guy. But he's good about saying,
Insane.
I am too.
Dude,
terrible.
it's
But,
not good.
dude, he is
no
a
willpower
real
It's
whatsoever.
It's like it's just
It's heroin.
Oh my gosh. When it gets even worse, so like when my wife is pregnant and it's like
I
she
ate
wants
all her
sweets.
stuff. She was mad at me. She's like, now you have to go to the store and buy more king cake. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine.
But
I'll get
he's
two.
not like just has a piece, which he knows himself now. But like if there's a king cake there, he will. He if he doesn't start, it's fine. But once he has one sliver, that
It's a
mamma
slippery
jamma,
slope.
that thing is done. Say goodbye.
When
The
it's-
whole cake.
And look, if you cut it in half, it's half the calories, right? If you
And then
like
if
12
you-
halves,
But then you eat the whole thing. You're like, and then you're calculating from the back of the box. You're like, oh my God, that's like 3,000 calories. And
He's
then
like
you're like
camping.
door dashing another one. You're like, bro, what's going on?
look, if I replace it and I eat as much as was gone, they'll never know I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. He's like camping out at Randazzo's, like, waiting, like eating over there. He's like,
Dude, Martin's, they sell them.
Dude.
BR, Martin's and BR. We'll sell Randazzo king cakes.
This year, I didn't buy any king cakes, but I was gifted a lot of king cakes.
Oh, then the calories really
Yeah.
don't count.
My
It's
rule
free
was I'm not going to
calories.
buy it. And if I don't buy it, I'll feel better about myself.
When you eat the gifted one.
Yes, because you can't let them go stale.
And it's rude to not
Yeah,
eat.
yeah,
When someone
exactly.
cooks or brings you stuff, it's rude to not consume.
Yep.
This episode of the Patty G Show is brought to you by Cortex. Cortex is the trusted technology partner for small businesses across Louisiana, delivering managed IT, cybersecurity, and smart strategies to help you leverage AI without the confusion. I mean, aren't we all confused by AI nowadays? As a locally owned company, we understand the challenges Louisiana businesses face and provide tailored solutions that keep your operations secure and efficient. Whether you're looking to strengthen your cybersecurity or explore how AI can give your business a competitive edge, Cortex is here to help. Be sure to mention the Patty G Show and receive a free cybersecurity risk and analysis to see where your business stands.
I agree with you. 100%.
so he lives by that.
Yeah.
Look, I
don't want to disappoint people. you
Look,
know?
that's right. You know, I shifted my mindset to a similar way when it was like, if I'm out with somebody somewhere, we're at a meeting or something, go, oh, you want something to drink? It's always like if they're ordering a drink, go, you want something? It's like, yes. Or if they, hey, let me go get you a beer. I'm like, yes. Hey, you want this? Yeah. You want a whole king cake? Sure. Bring it. You know, it's like, it's the same thing. You don't want to be rude and say, no,
Don't. I
can't, I shouldn't, you know.
I used to be that way because I used to like, I would say, no, I don't want this beer, or no, I don't want that one. And then like the look on people's faces, because like they're doing that to be nice to you. And then you just took that whole feeling away from them, you know? So I was like, now it's just fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll figure it out on the back end somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, like when I offered you a beer before the show and you said no, I was like crying, you know?
I know. And then you pulled one out and I was like, I can't let you drink by yourself.
That's right.
Dude, that'd be so rude.
And now
of
he wants
me.
you to pull the cooler up here.
Yeah. And I was like, the reason I'm nursing this is because I'd have to walk over there and get one. I'd be like, Trent, can you grab me another one?
Yeah, no, I get it. But it's that element of you got to be polite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in Louisiana, it's hard to be polite and not eat
Mm-hmm.
or drink.
This is how we show love to one another.
It's a love language,
Mhm.
you know?
Food.
And it's our
Louisiana love
culture.
language.
It is. I should have answered that from my Baton Rouge question.
Rerun.
Do it again.
Let's do it.
Mine already says
Yeah.
culture.
Oh, dang. Okay, cool. I'll
He said
pick you back
culture.
up.
You could say
ahead, yeah.
food culture.
Food culture. Yeah.
No, look, you have a chance at the end of the show to answer a little bit more in detail.
Ooh, detail. I like that.
Oh man. So why did y'all go from 1 to 2? And how did that happen?
We wanted to move home.
Yeah, I mean, our goal was always to do multiples. And we have more in the plans, but we're like, we have the property for 2 more, 3 more, currently. But our goal was always, that was another thing that came with like stopping the late night stuff, was that we were going to kind of like pick up on doing more locations. And I mean, that was always our original goal, was doing that. And then we realized real quick, two's tough.
2 is tough. You gotta figure it out.
And we've paused on 2 for a while. Just because of that. I feel like you watch a bunch of, and I could be totally wrong, but I feel like you watch like a bunch of companies and they like grow really, really quickly. And then like you watch this and kind of goes back to what you said in there, like comparing yourself to other people and doing all that. Like that doesn't, and then you're like, man, like, wow, they're growing. And then you like watch it like slowly kind of tailor back down. So like that was a big thing we always checked up on. And we're like, listen, we're not going to like keep going and going until we can like,
For the sake of just going.
just to do it, just to open another location. So we've been like perfecting a lot of stuff. There's a big perfecting difference when you go to that 2, because when you're 1, we can both be there. You can be there, not a problem. And people could say, well, if there's 2, then like one of y'all could each be at a location. Yes and no, kind of goes back to what we were talking about, is like, it really takes kind of both of us. Like my personality won't 100% do it. And his personality
Won't do it either.
Yeah, won't 100% do it. His is probably better than mine, of doing it. But
I need the consistency.
Like, so with that, it kind of still takes 2. So once you go to that 2, you're then have to basically make sure that other location can run system wise without your oversight per se. And that is a hard thing. That's where a bunch of the systems come in and all that. And that's where we've always said, like, listen, we want to be corporate in the back, but we want to be mom and pop in the front. So that's kind of always been our mentality of it, is corporate in the back, mom and pop in the front. So that we don't want to have all these corporate things where you got to have this. And trust me, during that learning process, you understand why corporate is corporate.
Yep.
And why they have the rules and regulations. Because like as many times that we've been burned on things or this or that, it's like, this is why corporate is corporate, And then like, I'm trying to save this, like, don't make me make these rules and regulations. So then like, everybody says, oh, I don't want to live in corporate America and do corporate stuff. But it's like, then stop making it so difficult on some of this stuff,
Stop being dumb.
Yeah. And that's another, that's another one of our lines. We're always like when stuff like this happens, like it makes good people not want to do good things.
Yep.
Like when you burn me on this, I don't want to help next time to the next person that really does deserve it. I mean, we had like a huge situation with that. We had this lady, she was working at the location, one of the locations, and she came in, she was crying. So we were talking to her. We're like, man, what's wrong? And she was kind of going, she was like, I don't have this and this. And we're like, oh man, we can't just let this be. And she'd only been there for
a week, maybe?
Yeah. So it wasn't like this is a long tenure employee. And talked to the manager, and I was like, the general manager, she was like, yeah, she's going through a lot. So we were like, me and him loaded up in a truck. We like,
got her a bed,
paid her electricity bill, did all that. Like we delivered it. We were like supposed to be working in the restaurant, and we like went and got all this stuff and then put it in the house. And
she didn't have the lights on in her house.
She didn't have lights on. We kind of helped with that whole thing, got everything all situated. And then the next day we went. She was crying. She was thanking us. It was great.
I was like, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, that's a lot of water come out of your body.
Now we need a mop. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and get a mop now.
Her kids were in the back with
Yeah.
oh, dude, it was crazy.
And it was great. It felt great to do it, to help out.
Until.
And then the next day, I'm like, so how's she doing? Like everything should be good. And they're like, oh, she hasn't shown up today. I'm like, okay, we need to go check on her. I know where she lives now. Like, can we send somebody to go check on her, make sure she's okay?
She's not dead.
Yeah, she was not.
Well, that's good. It's good she's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And never showed back up to work.
A piece of us died that day, though.
I'm like, dang, never showed back up. I was like, that hurts, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to help you and I felt good, but dang. But we still help. So it is what it
And
is.
we still help. We know we know we're gonna get burned.
Did you get the bed back?
No.
No.
And we can't just take things back, you know. I was like, dude, cut our lights off again.
Call energy. Hey,
Yeah.
refund.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop payment on this.
Reverse that.
Yeah.
Like,
But you didn't because you're good people.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You
we
want
let
to,
it ride. And then we were just like, we're idiots. Huh?
We're total idiots, man.
We like sat in the car after, we're like, whose idea was that? But regardless, you know, it is.
We'll do it again, probably.
And we have.
We have.
Yeah.
With similar
Wait, you
results
have?
as well.
Not to that extent, but we
Yeah,
helped people
but-
out like multiple
And then they
multiple
quit?
times. After a while, yeah.
They quit,
you know,
they badmouth
they-
you.
yeah.
There's a lot of things, and you're like, dude, do you not remember how much I helped you?
that's the biggest thing. Like even giving, you know, help like that, sometimes it creates a different relationship per se.
Mhm.
And then it changes that. It like makes the severance of like, you know, hey, like this didn't work out. Like we're going, then it's like, since they owed us, you know, it's like, it makes you want to like, I don't know if they like want to badmouth you because like you were being so good to them. So it's like, hey, I want to knock them down. I don't know what it is.
I don't know why,
but that's
they do that,
typically what, yeah. So like we try not to do that, but it's also very hard when you've got somebody that's been there a little bit longer
Mhm.
and they need some, you know, I'm not going to say we don't ever do it.
We already did it
So
recently.
great.
It'll happen again.
Yeah.
It will.
It's
It'll
just-
happen again.
It's all part of being a business owner.
It is.
Wanting the best for your team. And I get
Well,
it.
that's the thing. We do preach this whole, like we have like this mom's operating method. So it would be against that operation if we did not practice of being like good moral people and like having that part.
high
of it.
amount
So,
of care, you know, like
I get it. Well, this has been fun. But before we get you out of here, we have those questions to ask.
oh,
Set questions every guest gets asked. First one. What is something you did as a kid you wish you could still do today?
that I did as a kid that I wish I could still do today.
roller skate.
Great answer.
I tried the other day, or maybe a year ago. Other day is a lie. Like probably about a year ago, and I freaking felt like an idiot. Like I was like, dude, it's 4 freaking wheels, bro. So like,
Oh, it's 8. There's 4 on
well,
each.
yeah. So it wasn't like rollerblading,
Yeah.
you know, like. And I still fell, and I was like, "This is ridiculous! Like, when did I lose this? If you don't use it, you lose it."
As soon as Leo's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leos.
wow.
And the ice ring.
Oh, dude.
Good times
The
there.
Roller rink and the
know.
ice rink.
What they call
Yeah.
it when they turn all the lights off and like,
Galactic? Well, no,
Dude.
that was Galactic Bowling.
Galactic Bowling.
Yeah.
they're like, oh no, they still like in the skating rink, they turned all the lights off and you held hands with someone that you like wanted to like.
Oh, that
or
was
something.
couple skating.
Ooh, yeah. Wow.
Which, have you ever got on Instagram and seen some of those people that do like at
Oh,
the
the real
Leos
deal?
and they're like these old dudes that are just straight getting it? I'm like, what?
Bro, that's why I thought I could still do it.
No.
You wanted to join the team?
I probably, dude, if it's my next hobby, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
Before we leave, we need to pick his next hobby.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So what is mine? I went to the jump park the other day with my kids, and I don't know if there's something wrong with my back or what, but I can't slam on that goal, and that hurt like my soul and my back, both of them.
Yeah.
I was like,
The little goal? Like,
well, first my daughter's like, all these other kids are slamming. She's like, Dad, can you slam? I'm like,
Bro.
hell yeah.
bro,
I was
slammed
like,
with the
watch
best of them.
this. And when I'm telling you, like, all my whole spinal cord, I think just like, and I was just like, Dad's going to have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. So that would be one of those things I wish I could still do is the jump park, man. I used to love just catching mass air.
You just have to practice.
Yeah, with a little windmill.
Yeah.
So,
A little behind the back.
Yeah.
NBA jams.
that'd be something.
Oh,
Final answer.
Yeah. Answer.
done.
So y'all been doing this a while. Y'all have had some ups and some downs. What are 3 lessons you've learned along the way?
Ooh. I love this.
3 lessons.
I can think of one off the top. if I take care of other people, they'll take care of me
Until they quit.
Hmm?
I said until they quit.
till they quit. but I can't. I
Take you for everything.
I can't believe that everyone's going to do that to me.
Yeah.
Right. Because I do. I get burned a lot because I care a lot, but then I feel like people will take that as weakness, even though it's not weak, because I'm having a conversation with you. Hey man, if this keeps happening, I'm going to have to do this.
Yeah.
But by the time I do it, they go, I didn't think you were going to do it. I was like, well, dude, we talked about it for like a month. What do you mean you didn't think it was going to happen? Right. Because I don't yell at people. So they don't ever take that seriously. But I think that's the first one. It's like, if you take care of people, they'll take care of you. Still got to think of the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like business related, I was like, tough times don't last, you know? Like, kind of weather the storm of it. Like like you said, like, I mean, we didn't really talk about any, but like, you know, just being in business, you know,
Yeah.
everybody's had tough times and just kind of like not getting bogged down. And then the other one would be like the ability to pivot is a
Adapt.
huge thing, and
Yeah.
adapt to like different environments. For instance, like what we did to get from 1 to 2 is not the same thing we'll do to get from 2 to 3, and might not be the same to get from whatever we went to. So not just getting stuck in the past of like, well, I see that happen in business a lot, where people are like, this is how we've done it forever. And it's like, well, life is not the same as it's always been, you know, like back when my grandfather had a business, they didn't have cell phones and AOL. Like they did stuff.
AOL.
You know, my wife still has an AOL. Hers is still an AOL.
She does.
She won't let it go.
How's that company still alive?
Yeah. So the ability to adapt, I think, is a tough thing that I was, you know, it took a while of realizing. It's like, hey, like we got to go back to the drawing board. Let's do this. Like let's reinvent how we're doing things. Just because it worked in the past, it's not going to work now.
I said this to you last week. What got me here won't get me there. And I think of it in terms of identity a lot. The person that I was that got me here won't be the same person that's going to get me where I want to be. So I have to change, you know, not like core values or anything, but like what I do, not so much what I believe, but you have to change. You can't be the same person, you know? So now what that means for me in particular now is learning to trust people enough to delegate and trust that they're going to do that their absolute best and that we are on the same page, because we've been burned how many times? Just people, you know, like people change, you know? So the person that you interview and the person you get 2 years later might not be the same person either. And you have to understand that. And it's okay. I tell people all the time now, it's like, you do know that you don't have to burn this bridge. Like if you're not happy, like we can figure something out, you know? And I feel like a lot of that has changed, like how I operate with people in general, like employees or anybody, literally anybody, because I understand that seasons of life change, you know, like the person you were that wanted this isn't the same person that wants it now. So I can't.
I think it goes like, I mean, people always talk about is like the difference of what success, which you know, if you think about it, like what did you think success was back in the day, and what do you think success is now? Like even that has changed.
You know, house.
You know, what is all that?
Now I want healthy kids, and I want to teach them the right things, and I don't want them to embarrass me in public.
So teach them how to rollerblade.
Yeah. Definitely not skate. Roller skating for sure, not in the cards.
Is that 3?
Yeah,
we hit 3.
Find 3 somewhere in there.
We're really making his job hard.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, these damn dudes.
He's like, no.
He's like, let's go back to 2.
That's for the listeners.
Yeah.
They need to pull through lessons.
Yeah.
Active listening.
Yeah.
Is what we're encouraging.
Yeah,
there.
you can't just let this play in the background.
Right.
man.
That's right. That's what
you're going to have to rewind this one a couple of times.
Yeah.
Maybe play it at 0.75 times speed.
Yeah. Be attentive.
Yeah.
So what is something you love about Baton Rouge? Now you can redeem yourself.
Ooh. What I love about Baton Rouge, I love the fact that it's a lot smaller than you think, in a good way. Because the more I meet people, the more, let's say, connections that I make, the more I realize how connected we all are. And there's something so comforting about that, you know? I talk a lot about, you know, like just even the restaurant groups that I'm in. I can make one phone call and find out basically whatever I want about anyone now, you know? And the best part of it is they all can do the same thing too. So it's a huge city. I mean, it could feel very alone if you don't know anybody, but when you start to meet people and you start to put yourself out there, it's I don't know, it's nice.
Mine would be like very similar to the people. With that being like with the people, I found that like obviously it's a big city or bigger city, biggish city, and like it's a very small town when it comes down. You start interconnecting people and doing all that. But the coolest thing I find about it is the people, not only like themselves, but their willingness to help, like other companies, their willingness to help like other people. I mean, I know of even other people in the restaurant industry or in any other, businesses that, I've ventured into, of things that I could call people in that same industry and they would direct competitors and like, hey man, I need help with this. And they'd be like, yeah, dude, I got to spare this. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, this is how we did this last. It's like, I don't know if you get that in every town where everybody's not just like completely cutthroat of like, we're competitors. We don't,
Yeah, we don't talk.
We don't talk. I don't see a lot of that in Baton Rouge. I see a lot of like, hey, we're all in a city. We're all going in the same direction. And that is to like better the business, better the economy here, do all that stuff. And like, that's the main goal. And there's just a bunch of businesses operating within it.
Right.
I didn't think about that until you said that. It's I just took it for granted.
Think about that tonight.
I am.
Let that be your night thought.
Yeah. Little night. Don't call me that, please.
Too late. He's taking his PM pills and he's out.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I was thinking about what you said earlier.
I feel like you'd be the one that does like the pranks that people do when they call like the head coach and say, good night, I love you. Except like you just do that in real life.
I do, yeah.
You'd be like, hey, man, good night. All right.
I was thinking about you.
Yeah. My wife does that to her dad. So she does like every once in a while, she like just sends a random text message to him. And I don't think he knows how to respond. So she's like, look what I just sent him all like the last 5 days. And it's like all her last text messages to him are like, the rope at the gym's really frayed. And like, he doesn't even
answer back.
Like, and then he'll talk on the phone. He like doesn't even mention it, which is like the weirdest thing. It's like, or he's like, yeah, the concrete is really wet outside today. And like he doesn't even respond. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever.
Wait, she sends that to him?
Yeah, she just sends these like random, just trying to like, and so then she'll like show it to me. She's like, look, he doesn't care. Like she's like,
the concrete's wet.
He doesn't even get it's like a joke, or I don't know. He might does. He's just like, you're such a stooge. I'm not, like I'm not responding to that.
Now he's gonna know.
It's kind of very now.
Oh,
we
now
can't
he's gonna know. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, could you take that part out? We're gonna take all the Justice fun away.
I know. She's constantly sending.
No, leave it in. Tell me
my shoes are untied.
Yeah. You got to stay to the end for the algorithm.
Ooh. Watch the show.
Yeah.
Final question. What can I do to help y'all?
I think you're doing it here. Just, we talk about that all the time. And that's what I like admire about this podcast here is, in small business game. It's one of those things you don't get to, a lot of those guys are running per se the hamster wheel, like just trying to make it all operate, just doing it, your hands, you're wearing multiple hats. Everybody knows the small business game of things, but you don't really get a lot of time to like really put a face to who is trying to make that wheel spin. And I think this show does a great job of that, of like putting a personality to like our brand per se. So then when people come in here, they're like, wait a second, like it's more than just a hamburger place. I watched that show. I got to know these guys, like, they're pretty maybe cool guys. Or maybe maybe this will be the death of us.
Yeah,
this could be the death of us. They're like, and never going
You
there
survived
again.
dropping the Y.
Yeah. But not the Patty G show.
Yeah, no. What is JP into?
Yeah. They're like, this guy and his hobbies.
Yeah. He drugs his partner.
I truly think that
it's
is
not medication, it's a supplement.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. All natural.
Yeah, people are just start ordering the supplement packs from us. We're like, all right, now we're a nutrition.
Come on, yeah.
Ooh, start selling some JP nutritional packs.
I'm looking into it, actually.
What do you call it? No Tropics?
No Tropics, yeah.
His
So
last
instead of
name,
New
No?
Tropics, my last name is No. So instead of NOO Tropics,
So
it's
he's like-
NGO Tropics.
It's like, you need any No Tropics? I'm like, I think I'm good. Maybe a PM stack.
Yeah.
I need a lot of PM stacks,
yeah.
you know?
If you stressed out, I got something for that. Like,
So thank you. Get to back to that.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. To giving us a platform to do that on. You know, it's a big sacrifice to you. You know, that you spend these afternoons and all that kind of, you know, after work. I mean, you're running a business also. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. I got a very understanding wife similar to
Yeah.
JP.
So to answer your question, I think you've already done it for me. But if you're asking about in the future, I don't know. But I think at least that line of communication is open now. Because when I met you at Social Media Breakfast, your story was just so inspiring. And then that inspired me to do it for the LRA, really. Because the reason why I joined the LRA was because I felt alone. I was on an island. It was COVID time, right? Like you felt like no matter what you did, you were failing, you know? So it was probably like 2 years into it. And me and Trent were like, dude, like, is everyone going through this? And it was just me and him spitballing things. So like when you talk to other people, sometimes they don't tell you the real deal of what's going on. So I kind of seeked out other people in our industry, and then getting to know them, you start to realize like how good of people they are as well. And then I started to want to help them as well. So just doing just like all the events that we go to and just helping other business owners and, you know, restaurant operators. And a lot of that, really, you gave me the courage to be able to do that. And you don't even know it.
I didn't even know that.
Nope.
Look at that.
Well, thank you.
I know.
Y'all should hug.
I know, bro. We'll have another beer after.
Off camera.
Come on, man. PG. All right.
I just lost my wife.
You don't have to keep your hair long.
Yeah, right. Thank you. This has been a pain to keep up, right? Yeah.
What's your product routine? What's your beauty routine, you know?
I stopped washing my hair with shampoo. I conditioner only.
Goodness gracious.
Good deal. Well, thank you all so much for coming on. It's been a blast.
Thank you for having us. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Is there anything we can do for you?
I mean, you could have brought your burger to start, but we won't get into that now.
Yeah.
There's always a part 2.
Well, if you ever do giveaways or anything like that, I'm sure that like we cut that already because I don't want to like force you into that. But if you ever do, hit us up. We'll hook you up some gift cards or swag or whatever you guys need.
All right.
You know,
we'll do it.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
We'll do it.
For sure.
Y'all heard it. Giveaways happening. Gift cards. Check the link below. Right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Where you pointing, it's like
that's right. Click somewhere.
You have to like and share.
Right, click somewhere here.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta like write down 3 names of people that you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they do those anymore.
Tag 3 people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tag 3 people, share it to your story, that type of stuff. So yeah. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you everybody else for watching or listening. We'll see y'all next week on another episode of the Patty G Show.